Hello, 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 and welcome to the High Altitude Investing live stream. It's a good day to be alive. I'm excited to talk a little bit about crypto with you guys today, about the Bitcoin markets, the altcoin markets, and all of those exciting markets. So let's just go ahead and get sharing this live stream link here on Twitter and in Discord, so we can talk a little bit about crypto, baby. It's going to be a good day. Already is a good day. So yeah, it's been an awesome week, a little bit crazy. A lot of volatility this week, so we're going to talk a little bit about why that is, talk about what Bitcoin's going to do, or at least what I think Bitcoin is going to do, what the market looks like, and what's coming from here. So yeah, it should be a really good live stream. Thank you guys all for tuning in. I see you guys starting to pop in already here. What's up, Jay Fish, Iron Mike, Tech Dude? Good to see you guys tuning in. Hello from India. Hey, thanks for tuning in, my friend. I appreciate you taking a minute to tune into the live stream from India. It's going to be a good day. So yeah, looks like we've already got some Dogecoin requests. So we'll cover Dogecoin in just a second, but first we're going to cover Bitcoin here. So yeah, it's been an awesome week. A little bit volatile, a little bit crazy. A lot of people probably trying to trade shorter time frames have gone shaken out because we went down and then back up really quickly. So, if you're trying to trade all these little swings on Bitcoin, you probably got shook up pretty good right here because the market dropped and then went right back up. And this is a great example of just exactly how volatile crypto can be, and also why focusing on those bigger time frames is so powerful. As you notice, my YouTube channel, if you go to my YouTube channel and go to the About section, under the description, I put dedicated to big picture technical analysis. Why do I do that? That's because of the fact that these smaller time frames are volatile. They're choppy. I mean, look at Bitcoin all through this entire period. It's done nothing but chop people out. Chopped them out here, chopped them out here, chopped them out here. I mean, it's just been chopping people out the entire time. And that's not to say that I haven't played the market. I went short right here and went short from here down. But it does mean that this smaller time frame, like zoomed in, even on the daily here, you can see how much chopping there is on Bitcoin. There's a lot of chopping. It's a choppy market when you're trying to trade those smaller time frames. And this is true for any market in the entire world. If you go look at the Forex markets, they're choppy on smaller time frames. So you don't want to get caught up trying to trade those smaller time frames when you could be focusing on the bigger time frame and making a lot of money. So yeah, pretty crazy little move here on Bitcoin. A lot of people panic sold down here. A lot of people thought, oh, we're going to go a lot lower. We're going to drop off a cliff right here. But we didn't. We came right back up to 63K, and we're in a really good spot right here. We're holding support. This is actually really good for Bitcoin to hold this support level with all this strength. I was either watching this support level or this one down here. Basically this range right here for Bitcoin to hold support. And the fact that we bounced right off of this level really quickly is a good sign, because that shows that there's a lot of buyer interest in this area. A lot of people want to pick up Bitcoin at 60K. A lot of big whales, a lot of big players. They don't really care what price, as long as it's, below 200K basically. A lot of big players are thinking, you know what, we're just going to accumulate the heck out of Bitcoin. And once it's overvalued again, Once it goes up to like 100, 200, 300, then they're probably going to start thinking about selling. But all of those really big players, they almost don't even care what price Bitcoin is at until it's overvalued. If it went down a little, they're going to buy. They just don't care. They're focused on those bigger picture targets. They have a high degree of confidence that we will go up to 100K plus. And so all of this to them, they're just thinking undervalued. So that's why all these dips are getting bought up so quickly, because the big players are accumulating. They don't care that Bitcoin dropped down to 59K. You can see how quickly it went right back up to 63. So that's really what they're focused on. They're focused on that bigger picture upswing in the markets for the whole crypto space. So they really just don't care about these short-term fluctuations in price, volatility that happens on smaller time frames. So yeah, Bitcoin does look really good. I love how this support level held. And I think we're going to push right up through local resistance. And if we do, then expect a lot more money to come into this market really quickly. Because the second that any of these resistance levels are broken above, you're going to see money flood into Bitcoin like crazy. Think of how many people are short. If you go check out the liquidation heat map on coinglass.com. What's up, everybody? Good to see you guys tuning in. Operations shutdown. Conscious contact. What's up, Rashim? Good to see you, man. Sammy Dragon. Tech Dude. Yeah, I'll help answer all your questions in just a second. For now, we're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin first, because Bitcoin is kind of like the mothership. If Bitcoin goes to zero, that's not very good for the markets, right? But if Bitcoin keeps going up, that's really good for the whole market. So we're just going to cover Bitcoin first, then I'll address all of your questions. So yeah, if we go to coinglass.com and go to like the 1 month time frame, or maybe even higher, let's see here, it might be actually the 3 month. I'm trying to remember here which one it was. Yeah, the 3 month time frame. This is going to show you where all of the liquidations are. So do you see this area right here where it's really bright yellow, kind of almost green? The reason that happens is because there's a lot of people that will get liquidated if price goes above that level. So this liquidation heat map, if you don't know what a liquidation is, go Google it, do a little bit of research. But basically, this means that a lot of people will lose a lot of money if Bitcoin goes above this level. Now, the way markets work, markets have to make max pain scenarios. So they make a max pain scenario. In other words, if a lot of people will lose a lot of money if Bitcoin goes above 66K here, which is right about here, 66K, then the market is likely going to go above that level because it has to shake all those people out. So basically, a bunch of people are short, and their liquidation price, the price where their position will be automatically liquidated, is about 66K. So what can happen is what's called a short squeeze or a long squeeze. And basically, a short squeeze is when price goes above a certain level, and when it breaks above that level, it triggers a whole bunch of orders, and it's kind of like a snowball effect. So if a bunch of people start losing money because they have short positions, then all of those other people that were short, they start to go long because they got liquidated, and they're like, oh, the market's going up now. So they all start to go long. And what can happen if you break above one of those levels, like right here, 66K, where all of those liquidations will occur, it creates a snowball effect where all the people that were short start piling into the market. They see that it's bullish, they start to get excited, and everybody that was short starts to go long. Not only that, but it continues to liquidate more short sellers, and it pushes the market up drastically and quickly. And a really good example of this is actually GameStop. A lot of people know about the whole GameStop situation where, GameStop pumped really hard back in 2021. And the reason that this happened was because of a short squeeze. So a whole bunch of people, a lot of big institutions were short on GameStop down here. And basically what happened was price created one of those max pain scenarios where it starts liquidating all of the people that are short. It starts, because they're all short. And if the market makes max pain scenarios, then one of those max pain scenarios is to make all those people lose money. They were all short. They were expecting price to go a lot lower. And so what happened was a bunch of people went long on GameStop, started buying it, and price started to go up through those levels and liquidate all of the people that were short. And it created a short squeeze. And that's why the price of GameStop, and also just everybody got super excited, so then the human emotion played into it. But this is what a short squeeze looks like. Look at that. That's what a short squeeze looks like. All those people that were short, they got liquidated, they lost all of their money, and the market just pushed right up through major resistance and went vertical. That's the definition of a short squeeze. So it's like a snowball effect. Once you break above those levels where everybody is short, everybody gets excited. The people that have money left, like some of these people are all in short, and they're going to get liquidated. They won't have any money left. But a lot of other people will start going long with the money that they have left, even though they got liquidated. So it creates this snowball effect. And then everybody gets excited. It starts pushing up through resistance. It becomes really clear that the market's breaking out, and it creates this huge vertical pump. So yeah, that's what a short squeeze is. That's what I think will happen on Bitcoin if we can break above 66K. We're going to see a short squeeze. Maybe not quite exactly like this where it just goes straight vertical and then dumps, but some type of a short squeeze where the price goes vertical up through resistance and then probably pulls back a little bit and starts to build momentum in more of a healthy sort of way. But those short squeezes happen a lot in the markets, and they generally show a really good opportunity to make a lot of money because a lot of people are short expecting price to go lower, and the market says, you know what? Screw you guys. The majority loses money. A lot of times, the crowd loses money. That's why they buy tops and short right before the market pumps. Think of how many people were short on Bitcoin down here at 16K, or how many people were short on Bitcoin down here at 3K. And trust me, I know, because I've been trading this market since 2015. And I watched everybody. My YouTube channel started blowing up in 2017. So I started getting followers. I started following big accounts on Twitter. And I'm here to tell you that almost everybody, even big accounts, big traders that claim that they know, what they're doing, these people were short on Bitcoin at 3K. And I made a video about how Bitcoin was bullish. And then guess what? A lot of people were short on Bitcoin down here at 16K. But I made a video on my YouTube channel telling people Bitcoin was bullish. And so this short squeeze event happened both times where all of those people that were short, that were expecting price to go lower, got liquidated. So that's what happens. If you don't understand this stuff, basically you need to know the difference between going long and short. Going long is when you're betting on the market going up, and the way that you do that is with leverage or just spot trading, right? But I'm talking about leverage. That's why these liquidations can occur. So going long is betting on it going up, and going short is betting on it going down. So when everybody's betting, when a lot of people are betting on the market going down, the market a lot of times turns around and shakes those people out. It liquidates them. it happened right here, it happened right here, and it happened over here on Bitcoin, and it's happening again right now. A lot of people were short right here. A lot of people were expecting it to go really low. I think we're going to push right up through and shake those people out. It's a perfect scenario for us to have a big short squeeze. So yeah, a lot of people are short on Bitcoin. You can see that they'll get liquidated if we go above 65K or 66. Both of those levels, you can see on the liquidation heat map that a lot of people will get liquidated at those levels. So watch for those levels. Watch for us to break above those levels. If we do, then watch for money to come into this market like a snowball effect, where when a snowball goes down the mountain, it picks up more and more snow. The snowball gets bigger, and at the bottom of the mountain, you've got this huge snowball, right? That's what I'm talking about with money coming into the market if we can get above those levels where there's a lot of people short. And again, those levels are 66K and 65K on Bitcoin. So yeah, super simple, but super powerful. Once you understand the way liquidations work, once you understand that the market makes max pain scenarios, it really changes your trading. It changes your investing. It makes you think differently. And you can't just say, oh, well, if the market makes max pain scenarios, then it's probably going to do this. No, you can't just start drawing stupid lines on your chart and saying, hey, I'm smart. I learned that the market makes max pain scenarios. It's going to do some crazy thing like this because it just makes max pain scenarios. No, you guys are idiots. I see that all the time on Twitter or x.com or whatever. People all the time say, hey, look, I'm so smart. Look, the market makes max pain scenarios. It's going to do this. It's going to just dump and then pump all of a sudden because that's going to screw the most people. No, you actually have to understand what's going to screw the most people. How do you do that? You do that with data. You have to look at where people will get liquidated. And people are not going to get liquidated if price goes down because everybody and their mom is short. People will get liquidated if price goes up. So no, a max pain scenario is not Bitcoin going down to 37 and then mooning. A max pain scenario is Bitcoin mooning right now. That's the max pain scenario. And if you understand that, then you can make money in this market. But if you're just trying to say, oh, the market makes max pain scenarios, that must mean that it's just going to dump and then pump or whatever. If you're just trying to imagine what a max pain scenario could look like and you're not basing it on any truth or data, then you're crazy. You're just trying to be smart. You actually have to base your analysis on real things that have meaningful, that are meaningful to your trading and your investing. That's why I use technical analysis, because it's repeatable. It's real. It's based on real laws. Technical analysis, market cycles, this stuff works. Why do you think Wall Street uses it? It's because it works. It's based on something that's tangible and real. So yeah, that's my little rant. Hey, thank you, Lou. I appreciate the donation, man. Thanks for the $9. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Let's see. X isn't full of idiots. We wouldn't have opportunity. If X isn't full of idiots. Yeah, that's true. If there wasn't a lot of people out there that didn't know what they were doing, then we wouldn't have such perfect setups, right? So that's actually 100% true, Tech Dude. Heartway Farms, thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate the kind words. So yeah, let's talk about Dogecoin. I got requested Dogecoin at the very start of this live stream. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about Dogecoin. All right, so if you want to talk max pain scenario, look at that. Think of everybody, in 2021 when crypto was the coolest thing ever and everybody was getting into it and it was like cool to be part of crypto, think of how many people bought the top of Dogecoin. Just an insane amount of people. So the Max Payne scenario here for Dogecoin was a big correction, coming all the way back down to like 5 cents. And you can see that the price went down like 93%. It's actually closer to 94 if you get the exact top. So you're talking about a 94% reduction in value. But also, the market cycle was in euphoria up here. So everybody was buying the top. So in this case, the Max Payne scenario was coming down 95% to screw all of those people that were trying to buy the top. And basically what the market does is exactly that. The crowds were buying up here. The majority of people were buying. It was cool to be part of crypto. So the majority of people were buying. Down here, people are skeptical and cynical, and they don't even know if they believe in crypto anymore. It's changing a little bit because you have bigger people talking about it again, people that have real influence. So that's changing a little bit. But as far as putting their money into it, people are still sidelined. They're still skeptical. Most people are not buying down here. They think, oh, well, the market could go a lot lower. So the Max Payne scenario now, even though most people are selling down here, the Max Payne scenario is actually to start going up again. Because the majority of people don't think crypto is going to go up. They don't think that. And we're in a little bit of a bubble here, not in the sense that the price is in a bubble, but because I have a YouTube channel about crypto, and you and probably a lot of your friends believe in crypto. So from your perspective, it's like, well, Dallin, what are you talking about, man? Come on, brother. Everybody I know thinks crypto's going to go up. Or at least you have friends that do, right? But go talk to like your aunt, right? Or go talk to your uncle. Or go talk to, like, most people don't think that. Most people don't think crypto is going to be the next big thing. So, we're in a little bit of a bubble because we're part of crypto. Like we're in a little bit of a mini bubble, not in terms of price, but in terms of being in a community of people that believe in crypto. So it might not feel that way sometimes, but the truth is that most people don't think crypto is just going to skyrocket. You'd pretty much be crazy if you told people that. In their eyes, they're going to think you're crazy. So yeah, a lot of people, back to Dogecoin here and relating that back to Dogecoin, if you told somebody that you put $10,000 in Dogecoin, what do you think the average person is going to do? Like, honestly, ask yourself, what do you think the average person is going to say if you told them you put $10,000 in Dogecoin? Most people are going to look at you and say, well, you are dumb. Most people are going to be like, well, what are you doing? Don't you know all the stuff going on in the world? Don't you know, what if the markets crash? What if? And you just have to tell them to be quiet. Not really, be nice to people, but the truth is that the markets have a lot of upside, and a lot of people get fearful. They start thinking in their minds that there is an opportunity when it's right there, right? They start to think, oh, well, there can't be any opportunity in crypto. What if something bad happens? What if World War III happens? That's most people are thinking about all of the wrong things. They're not looking at the market and looking for opportunity. You know what broke people think about? They think about how stuff could go wrong. You know what rich people think about? Where's opportunity? Where is there opportunity? That's the difference. They think about where opportunity is in the markets or in businesses or wherever it is, because they know that opportunity never leaves. Even inside of a big depression, even inside of a big crash in the world markets, they know opportunity never leaves. It doesn't matter what's happening in the world. There's opportunity somewhere. It's just whether you're looking for it or not. And that's why people that don't have money, or people that don't have the psychology of a rich person, they're always thinking about how stuff could go wrong. That's their focus. But rich people have the psychology of where's the opportunity, because even if something goes wrong, there's still opportunity. It's just different than what most people think it would be. You know, if there's a World War III, there's opportunity somewhere in the world to make money. Maybe you sell, maybe you sell something to people that helps people prepare, helps them psychologically in times of war, helps them think more clearly, helps them feel more peace, even though there isn't peace in the world. So it doesn't matter what happens in the world. What matters is who you are as a person. Because if you're the type of person that sees opportunity, the entire world can be falling apart and you can still be serving your fellow man. You can still be finding some way to help people. And if you're helping people, you will be rewarded in some way. Period. If you're actually providing real service to people, you will get real rewards for that service. So anyways, whole rant about that, but I digressed a little bit here, but basically what I'm telling you guys is a lot of people don't see it, but there's opportunity in crypto right now. You guys see it because you're smart, you're part of a community, you guys have eyes to see, and you're really in the right place right now, by the way, to learn this stuff. But a lot of people don't see it. They just think of all the stuff that could go wrong. They think of, oh, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? You got to train yourself to think differently. It's all in your mind. Like the way that you think about life changes everything. If you can change your thoughts, you can change your life. The quality of your life depends on the quality of your thinking. So if you can change your thoughts, you can literally change your entire life. Okay, cool. What if the world ends tomorrow? Then, dude, we're in heaven. Hopefully, at least, right? If the world ends tomorrow, then hallelujah. The play is over. Christ came back. Like that would be the greatest thing ever. But nobody knows when that's going to happen, but oh man. Okay, let's see here. Thanks, Dallin. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Let's see. The GameStop kind of energy has spilled into the meme coin crypto markets. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of similar psychology between what happened in GameStop in 2021 and what's happening or beginning to happen in the meme coin markets today. There's a similar overlap and overlay there. And there's power in understanding that, because you guys, all of crypto is getting ready to do what I was talking about at the beginning of this live stream. Short squeeze event. What I believe is coming is a big, massive short squeeze event where everybody that was short, everybody that was expecting price to go lower, price is going to start to go up and snowball effect, and you're going to see mania like what happened in 2021 or 2017 for crypto. And that mania is going to be really profitable, but not if you're short and not if you're sidelined. So you guys gotta wake up to the opportunity. You can't be waiting for tomorrow to change your life. If you want to get rich in these markets, you got to seize the opportunity while it's here. You don't have time to wait around and question yourself. You don't have time for that. You don't have time to try to go short because of fear. You don't have time to do any of those things. All that you have time for if you want to get rich in crypto is to try to get as much money as humanly possible into these markets right now. That's all you have time for. That's it. If you're looking for time to do something else, go do something else. But if you want to get rich in crypto and change your life and be able to travel the world, be able to buy the house you want, maybe you have debt, maybe you want to be debt free. Like, the only thing you have time for is to get as much knowledge as possible about trading and investing and how to scale in and scale out, and getting as much money as possible in the markets right now. That's literally the only thing you have time for when it comes to your crypto investing. If you have a family and other things that you're doing with your life, aside from your investing, of course, you got to have time to do that. So don't sit on your computer all day and be a dummy. But you guys, if you want to get rich in crypto, and that's something you're serious about, you don't have time to be skeptical. You don't have time to wait for confirmation. You don't have time to wait for the world to wake up to it. All of that stuff, the world wakes up to it after it pumped. That's why it crashes. This is when the world starts waking up to it, right here. When the world doesn't wake up to it is down here or over here, right? If you look at Dogecoin's first cycle down here, and we could go back to historical data to look at the whole chart, but basically it did the exact same thing. There was this huge pump on Dogecoin and then price went really low here. Nobody was thinking about crypto right here in 2020. Nobody cared about it. They woke up to crypto once it did this. This is when people start waking up to it. That's when they start thinking it was cool and considering to put money in. You can't be that guy. If you want to get rich in crypto, you cannot be that guy. You can't be putting all your time and your energy and your money into it right here. Otherwise, it's going to screw you. You got to be putting all your time, your energy, your money into it right here if you want to get rich in crypto. That's just the truth. Take it or leave it, but that's literally just the truth. So do I think Dogecoin is going to do good this cycle? Absolutely, yes, I do. I think Dogecoin is going to blow people away. A lot of people will be millionaires on Dogecoin. Dogecoin, you guys. They're going to be millionaires from Dogecoin alone. People don't recognize that. They don't think about these types of things because they wait to see it till they wait to believe it till they see it. And if you're waiting to see it, if you're waiting to believe it until you see it, you're never going to make money in anything. If faith is the substance of things not seen. So you have to have faith in stuff before it happens. You can't have faith once it happens. Otherwise, you won't be prepared for when it does happen. Right? You have to be willing to have faith and a vision in the future and then prepare for that. And then when it does happen, you are ready for it. But if you wait until it happens, you're too late. It's too late then. You waited too long and now, you didn't capitalize on the opportunity that was right in front of you. We were talking about opportunity earlier on in this live stream. You can't let opportunity pass you by in life. because the pain of regret is much bigger than the pain of preparation. So you got to prepare and see opportunity, and then when things start to come to fruition, then you reap the rewards of that preparation and capitalization on that opportunity that was there. But you got to have faith in the opportunity, because once it's apparent to everybody, it's too late. So yeah, do I think Dogecoin is going to skyrocket? Yeah. Do I think a lot of people are going to miss it because they're not taking this seriously enough, and they're not putting money into the market, and they're skeptical, and they're waiting for it to become clear? They're waiting for confirmation. Yes, a lot of people will miss it. That's absolutely true. Like, it's impossible for it not to be true. That's the way it works every time. That's how these market cycles work. Almost nobody gets good entries because they wait until everybody's excited about it. That's not faith. That's just following the crowd. That's just doing something because it feels right. That's not doing something because it's true. If it was true, you would do it before everybody liked it, before it's cool, before it felt right to you. But yeah, I do think Dogecoin will do a very similar thing to what happened to Bitcoin in 2017. So that's my Dogecoin analysis for you, my friend. Okay, let's see here. What other is the bottom end for Bitcoin? Go back and watch, excuse me. Go back and watch the beginning of this stream. I did talk about that a little bit. I do think that Bitcoin could be in a bottom. Watch for us to break above 65K and above 66K. If we can get above those two levels, we're going to skyrocket on Bitcoin. A liquidation event is going to occur. All the people that were short are going to start to get liquidated, and price will skyrocket. So really what you should be looking for me personally, buying the dip, which is what happened over the summer, is the smartest thing that you could do. But once we get above 65K, that confirms that Bitcoin is really going to skyrocket. Now, I don't wait for confirmation, but that will confirm it. I believe in buying blood in the streets. I believe in buying big corrections, like the bottom of big corrections like this. That's what I believe in. That's what I know works. That's what the biggest investors in the entire world do. They're greedy when other people are fearful, and they're fearful when other people are greedy. So I don't believe in waiting for confirmation. But I do believe in understanding confirmation. Like, you can buy the dip, and then once you see that confirmation level broken above, you can say, oh, look, all of my faith is now coming to fruition. But that's a lot different than waiting for confirmation to get into the market. You got to already be positioned and then let that confirmation confirm your initial instinct to buy the dip or sell the euphoria. Which selling euphoria is a lot like buying the dip. Very, very similar. Most people don't do either. For me personally, I've made the mistake of not selling tops, but I've bought the dip more than I've not sold tops. So I've made a lot more money buying the dip. But as you get better, you start to learn how to spot those highs better, see the euphoria. Before the summer correction happened, I was talking about crypto pulling back over the summer because I've gotten accustomed to seeing that euphoria. So it's a very similar thing as buying the dip, just in a different direction. Some people are better at seeing euphoria. Other people are better at seeing bottoms. And you just have to learn how to do both. Okay, let's see here. Your BCH insight for the week would be awesome. Thank you, bro. And everybody always hears, by the way, they always hear just the craziest stuff. There's so many myths about trading and investing. Like, oh, you have to diversify your portfolio. Yeah, you don't want to probably be all in on one coin unless your portfolio is small and you really believe in that coin and you've done your research. So, there's some truth to diversification, but most people think, oh, well, I need like 30 coins. No, that's ridiculous. How are you going to track all that and how are you going to pay taxes? You have to ask yourself like real questions. And one of those real questions is, how am I going to manage my portfolio? How much am I going to put in different coins? Am I going to be heavily diversified? That's kind of a myth, to be super diversified. So people ask a lot of the wrong questions, and there's so many myths out there. One of those myths is waiting for confirmation. Oh, well, you need to wait for confirmation to get into the market because if you don't, then you might lose money. You know what that is? That's scared money not making money. They say on Wall Street, scared money doesn't make money. If you're waiting for confirmation, what you're really doing is you're too scared to invest your capital, and you need to start taking this a little bit more seriously and being willing to invest when other people are fearful, because really what you're doing is you're just screwing yourself. If you wait for breakouts, you know how many times the market breaks out and comes right back down to support, and then you bought the top? Like, waiting for confirmation is so dumb. That's what everybody thinks you're supposed to do. It's a total myth. It's a total myth. You can be aware of confirmation. Like, you can be aware of levels that when it breaks above that level, then you can have confidence in your positions that you've already taken. But trying to wait for confirmation to take your positions is going to screw you more than it's going to help you. Period. It's a total myth. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about BCH here as requested. So we do have a big ABC correction on BCH. Pretty standard stuff we look for in these markets a lot. Big ABC correction down. Then you get your pump here. And then look, you get this big bull flag here on BCH. If you zoom in, this is a bull flag. And I know I talk about confirmation lines on my channel, but I'm always telling to buy the dip. These are just areas that I'm aware of. They're just areas that I'm watching. Because really, you should buy the dip down here, and then once the market starts to take off, that confirms that you did the right thing. This is a bull flag here on BCH. This bull flag is a really, really good setup here. It's a powerful trading pattern and one that is very profitable. It's very similar to the big bull flag on Bitcoin. And by the way, BCH did good percentage gains. Some of you guys maybe wonder why I even talk about BCH, but look at the percentage gain off of its lows. 656% up off of this low right here. That's pretty dang good percentage gain. That's a pretty nice gain for people that bought the dip down here before it was clear that it was starting to go up, before it was confirmed. The people that bought the pure fear, they made 6 times their money. And the people that are buying the dip right now, because we pulled back over the summer, those are the people that are going to make a lot of money when it starts to break out of this bull flag and go up again. Those are the people that are making the most money. The ones that are buying the dip, that are buying the fear, that are buying before it's completely evident to everybody that the market's going up. So yeah, this did a pretty dang good percentage gain. And by the way, the minimum target for this bull flag is $920. So the minimum target for this is another 175% up from where we are right now, which is pretty dang good. That's pretty dang good if you ask me. That's a good percentage gain. Just based on one pattern, buying the dip down here, if your entry is right now on BCH and you hold on, you can over double your money just based on that minimum target for the bull flag. That's pretty dang good. That's awesome. That's really cool. You know, like, go do that in stocks. You can, but in crypto, you can do this like it's a walk in the park. You can make that kind of money. Okay, let's see here. Thoughts on S&P 6900. By the way, thank you guys for sending your requests in, and thanks for all the people that are tuning into this live stream. I really appreciate it. So yeah, do I think that we will see more upside in crypto? Heck yeah, I do. I'm super confident in that. I really do. I think we're going to see a lot more upside in crypto. The bigger question to ask yourself is whether you're going to wait around for it to be abundantly clear, or whether you're going to start taking it seriously now and start putting your time and your money and your mental energy into doing this. The bigger question is not whether the markets are going to go up, but whether you're going to be there for when it does. That's the question. And the answer is you should probably take it seriously and start looking at it now, because otherwise you might miss it. You might wake up one day and see, oh, Bitcoin's at 100K, Bitcoin's at 200K per coin. And you're going to be like, man, what was I thinking? And that's not fun, you know, that sucks to miss out just because you were waiting for confirmation, or you're waiting for it to be cool, or you're waiting for the world to stop being chaotic. If you're waiting for the world to stop being chaotic, you're going to be waiting a long time. You're probably going to wait a lot longer than you want to wait. Everybody following along here? Everybody? Cool. Looks like everybody is learning. Everybody's asking questions. So cool. All right. So, SPX. I got requested this coin, so we're going to do a little bit of analysis on SPX here. Now, for a coin like this that went straight vertical, you have to be really careful buying this, because remember what we were talking about with FOMO, and when it's apparent to everybody that the market is going up, everybody wants to get in. This thing could go higher. I'm not going to say that this is the top, but I definitely wouldn't be putting my money into this, because there's so many other meme coins that you could put your money in right now that don't look like this. They look like this before it pumped. Do you see this fractal right here? Let's zoom in a little bit here. Do you see this right here before the market pumped? How it was just chopping around and pumping all around and going crazy here? This right here, this is what you want to look for. Don't go buy something that did this. Don't buy up there, right? Go look for something that looks like this, or something that just barely started to break out. You know, maybe you can make some money on the pump that's coming afterwards, because crypto things just go straight vertical. But don't go buy something that's just vertical. That's why everybody bought the top on Moodang. You know why I didn't post a signal in the VIP until it dumped? because I knew that it was overvalued. Everybody bought the top on this stupid thing. They went over here and they're like, oh, look, Moodang, I see it on TikTok. I see it on everything. Moodang is going to moon. And they bought right here when it was already vertical, when it had already gone up like, I don't know, 44,000% or something like that. Like, it was already up 423,000%. And people were buying right there. Because of emotion, they got excited. They're like, oh, woo, yay, let's just buy this top right here, yay. No, you can't be like that. You got to have a level head. You know, now is it maybe a good time to buy Moodang? Yeah, we came back down to the 618. We could go down to the 786. That's very possible. But we came back down to the 618 here. This is like potentially undervalued now. But over here, it was overvalued. So you got to be thinking in terms of, is this something that everybody's FOMO buying right now? Or is this undervalued? And you can see it in the chart. You can see it. It's pretty obvious. You know, if you have the right time frame and you have a little bit of understanding, you can usually get a pretty good idea of when something's overvalued. And sometimes you're going to think, oh, that thing's overvalued and it's going to go up like another 100%. But like what? You're just going to try to chase 100% to the top of a huge pump? No. You got to be careful. Like, this thing is already almost at $1 billion in total market cap. So I would not be at all surprised any day now. It could go up another 100% still, but I wouldn't be surprised any day now for it to come back down and start to pull back. You got to be careful of FOMO buying. And you have to understand the context of the bigger cycle, because this thing broke out into price discovery here. So price discovery is basically when it's never been this high before and it's going into new prices. So there's no resistance anywhere to compare it to. And when something goes into price discovery, it can go pretty high, but at some point it's going to dump. You know, if it's just going like that and there's no resistance, there's nothing to compare it to, and it's discovering new prices, at some point it's going to pull back. And it can find support and go back up again like that, but at some point it's going to pull back. And the way that you know that is, you know, everybody's FOMO buying. Everybody's getting excited. They're FOMO buying. It could go higher here, but at some point it's going to pull back. It's going to come back down to support and dump and then start to go up again. That's what's going to happen at some point. Now, if you're looking at the market and, like, let's see here. Let's go to Selfie. Selfie is a good example of this. So if you look at Selfie, for example, see how this started to go up a little bit here, but it has not went into price discovery. This hasn't started to go up into a new all-time high. You have all this local resistance right here. So you're still down closer to the bigger consolidation area down here. You haven't gone vertical yet. You haven't just went woo. Once you go woo up like that and start pumping like crazy, then you're in price discovery, and it can go pretty dang high. Like, they can, in price discovery, they can go pretty dang high, but you don't want to buy up here. You don't want to buy at the top of price discovery because it's going to pull back at some point. You want to buy down here before it breaks out, before it's in price discovery, and then sell once it's pumped. That's what you want to do in the market. You don't want to do anything dumb. And there's a lot of coins that have not pumped yet. So don't go buying something that's gone vertical like that just because you think, oh, it's going to go higher. Wait and go find the ones that haven't pumped yet. Those are the ones that you can have a lot of profit on, that you can make money on. If you're trying to buy tops, you're going to get screwed. So that's what I'd say with SPX. Let's see here. Doge used to pump based on Elon's tweet. Seems Doge and his related tweets don't have any kind of effect anymore. So basically, Tech Dude, that's an interesting statement. His tweet definitely did have an effect on Dogecoin pumping in the last cycle. Excuse me. But I wouldn't put it as the number one reason that it did. Dogecoin had already been breaking out. It was already set up for a big pump. Like the market had already broke above the local resistance level and had already set up for a big pump. Dogecoin's or Elon Musk's tweet was basically a catalyst for Dogecoin to pump in the last cycle. So it was more of just like fuel to the fire. Dogecoin right now is like at the bottom of a bear market, and it hasn't started to really build that same momentum yet that it did before Elon's tweet. And so it's not going to have as drastic of an effect yet, but in the bigger time frame, people are definitely aware of Dogecoin. They know that Elon is tweeting about it. He kind of made like a secret message tweet. I think he put Department of Government Efficiency. And if you take the first letter of all of those words, it spells out Doge. So like, he's definitely kind of letting people know, hey, this might pump. Pay attention to this. But it's not going to have the same just crazy effect that it did in the middle of a bull market. Because Dogecoin last time, he tweeted in the middle of a bull market, and it was getting ready to pump already, and it just added gasoline to the fire. So yeah, eventually I do think Dogecoin will be more affected by his tweets, and it'll become more apparent to people. But right now, people are just kind of thinking, oh, maybe it won't pump. They're not sure yet. When it starts to build momentum, those types of things will add a lot more fuel to the fire. But it does tell you the big players and big investors are definitely looking at Dogecoin, and they're paying attention to it, and they're thinking about it, and a lot of them are invested into it. So don't be afraid if they tweet about it and it doesn't go 1,000% in a day. Like that will happen later on in the cycle. Let's see here. Thank you for keeping a positive mindset. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Immortality doesn't concern itself with death. Oh, man. Let's see here. Caspa. XRP. Let's do XRP. We'll do a little XRP update. A lot of people are wondering, is XRP going to die now? Because they're like, well, what about the appeal? A lot of people are trading news. And I get kind of indignant when people try to trade news. Just because you guys do what you want. But like technical analysis works. So that's all I got to say about that. Do I think XRP is going to do good this cycle? Short answer, no, I think you should sell it all. You guys are screwed. Why did you buy this stupid thing? No, I'm just kidding. Do I think it's going to do good? Yeah, I do. I do think it's going to do good. I think we're going to have a big cycle on XRP. This is a huge accumulation cycle. Like this thing has been preparing for a long time to go up. It's been really preparing for a lot of upside for multiple years. This is a huge accumulation cycle. The charts don't lie. Don't listen to the news. Don't listen to any of that stuff because you're going to get one negative article one day and one positive article the next. And what are you going to do with that? Just buy and then sell and like what are you going to do with that information? If you look at the chart, you can see a big triangle. And yeah, you're going to be wrong sometimes in technical analysis. And yeah, it does take time to learn this stuff, but you can actually make money with technical analysis consistently. Like a lot of money. You can print money in these markets. You can make $1 million. You can make 100,000. You can walk away from this market with $5 million. I've seen it done by my friends, people I know personally. Have I ever made $5 million in a single cycle? No, not yet. Have I made a lot of money? Yes. So, be careful trying to just play these markets based on news articles. You're going to get one good one day and one bad one the next. You won't even know what to do with yourself. XRP is in a big triangle. This thing could break out any day now. If it does, you're going to see money come in. Why? Because all the big players, they're not looking at the news. They're looking at the triangle. They're looking at the charts. They're looking at what XRP is doing from a technical perspective. That's what they care about. So that's, I know all the crypto news channels get so many views and stuff, but it's just because that's what's easy to think about. It's easy to just try to trade news. It's simple for people. Oh, well, I don't have to really think about it. The news said this, that's probably really bad. I should go short. That's easier than learning this stuff. But if you actually learn this stuff, technical analysis, you can get rich. It's going to take some time. You're going to make some mistakes. You're going to think that you've got it down when you don't. But once you figure it out, and once you put the time and the energy into learning this, you're going to reap the rewards for the rest of your life. It's just true. So do I think XRP is going to go up? Yeah, I do. I really like this triangle. I think it's going to break out soon. So, yeah, that's my view on XRP. Let's see here. Thoughts on Zcash? Man. Okay, I'll do a quick analysis on Zcash. You guys, it's so funny. You guys talk about some interesting coins. All right, so this one has pretty good volume. We did have a big ABC correction. We're on major support down here. We did pump in the last cycle, but I will say it wasn't a very big pump. We pumped that was pretty big, 1,600%. I'm pretty sure Ethereum Classic did a bigger percentage gain though, to be honest with you. Like ETC did a bigger percentage gain than Zcash did last cycle. Now that doesn't mean that Zcash can't do a bigger percentage gain than it can't do a big percentage gain this cycle, but it does mean that you have to be aware of those types of things. Did this thing do good in the last cycle? Is it just, kind of forgotten about? Do people actually trade it? Is there demand for it? Those are things you want to be aware of. Zcash, I do think will turn around here. This is an ABC correction. We're on major support. I do think we will turn around here. But yeah, just do your research. There's definitely coins that I have beside it. Like before I bought Zcash, I looked at other ones first. But I do think that this one could pump. So, pay attention to this ABC. We could definitely break out here. These ABC corrections are usually really good buy opportunities. We haven't seen a lot of upside off of these lows, so it's lagging behind. And when stuff lags behind, a lot of times, it doesn't do good. It's lagging behind because there isn't a lot of interest in it. And so when it pumps, the whole market might pump, and it might pump too, but it isn't going to do like 30x like some of the coins that are starting to lead the market. It's not absolutely true. Sometimes you get a lagger that does the biggest percentage gain of all. But it's something to be aware of, be paying attention to that. Do I think it will turn around? Yeah, I do. Do I have any Zcash? No. Let's see here. Kaspa. Let's talk about Kaspa. Kaspa's what I'm talking about with a leading coin. You want to buy those coins that are leading. Look at Kaspa. Kaspa has been leading really good. It's been strong. There's a lot of strength in this market. This is an upward facing channel. I think we'll hold this upward facing channel here where we're pointing up here on Caspa. This coin has been doing really good. I think this coin could be a big player this cycle. It's already been leading. Like look how bullish this is. It's already been breaking out. It's showing strength. That means it's a good coin. That means there's a lot of people buying it. So definitely pay attention to that. And it's not a one size of shoe fits all kind of situation. Like I said, sometimes the coins that lead, they do really good and then they kind of start to die off. And sometimes the ones that lag end up doing a bigger percentage gain. But as a general rule of thumb, those coins that are leading, they're leading for a reason. Means they're a good setup. Like look at Solana. Solana has been outperforming Ethereum. Solana has been outperforming Bitcoin. Solana's been doing better than Bitcoin, you guys. Like better percentage gain. Look at Solana BTC. Solana's been outperforming Bitcoin this entire time. This thing is leading, and people are going to talk all day about, oh, well, what about the blockchain crashing? And what about this or what about that? Well, cool. You guys can worry about those things if you want to, but I'm going to look at the charts because the charts tell me everything I need to know. And the fact of the matter is that Solana outperforms Ethereum, Solana outperforms Bitcoin, Solana outperforms a lot of stuff. It's up like 2,600% from its local low since the bull market started. It's leading the market. There's a reason for that. It's because that's where all the big whales are putting their money. A lot of people are investing in Solana. So it's just true. Do you think Harmony/1 is a dead coin? No, I don't. I think that's actually a pretty good setup, to be honest with you. Solana is already top 5. It's already ran hard. You had to buy it under $20. All right, so so targeting small cap coins is definitely smart. Like if you can find something that has a low cap and you can target that coin, your upside is potentially bigger. Your risk is higher for a low cap, but your upside is going to be bigger. But just because something is 4th in market cap doesn't mean it's not going to do really good. Like, yeah, of course, your perfect entry would have been around $20. And by the way, I did post an entry for it and made a YouTube video about Solana at the exact bottom. Right here at $12. But that doesn't mean that it's overvalued at 146. That's not what that means in the slightest. That has nothing to do with that. Like if you look at Solana, let's use, where's our older price history here for Solana? Maybe Bitstamp? No, Bitstamp doesn't have it. We'll just use the market cap for Solana, okay? We'll delete all the drawing tools here. All right. Oracle. So you guys know JavaScript and Java and Oracle, the company. This is an internet stock or stock associated with the internet because of, it's a software, digital software company. And basically you can see here, this is Oracle over here on the right, and this is Solana over here on the left. A lot of people are thinking, oh, Solana's overvalued right here. It's going to dump. It's already ran. It's too late. What are you doing buying Solana? It's already 68 billion in market cap. You guys, you can't be thinking like that. Like, if you're thinking like that, then you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunity in the market. Solana's a really good setup. Look at this. This is Oracle over here on the right. It did the exact same market cycle as what Solana did. And look what happened to the price of Oracle over time. It went vertical. The price of Oracle went vertical. And Solana is getting ready to do the same thing. Yeah, it might have to build a little momentum. It might be like this for a while, but as it breaks out, it's going to go vertical. Yeah, if you bought the exact bottom, you had a way better entry. True. Is it too late to get in? No, it's not too late to get in. Solana. Period. So, that's what I'd say there. Be aware of the fact that Solana is still undervalued in the bigger time frame. It's not like too high to buy it. So, be thinking about those types of things. Everything you're saying is true, but bigger chance it will dump than run at the moment. I disagree. I think we're going to pump on Solana. Do I think Caspa is going to pump? Yeah. And no, not everything has to look like Oracle, Sensei. Like, just because I'm using this fractal example for this specific coin doesn't mean that I think every single crypto looks like Oracle. This is just an example of the fractal. So yeah, do I think that Solana is going to pump? Yeah. Do I think it's going to dump? No. I don't. So all right, you guys. So that's my live stream for the day. Gone 11 minutes over. Crypto's going to pump, you guys. Don't buy into the FUD. Listen, if you want to get rich in these markets, if you want to change your life, you got to be willing to see something before it happens. You can't be skeptical. You can't be cynical. You got to see something before it happens. Take the faith to take advantage of the opportunity while it's here, because it is here. And then you can be rewarded for it, but don't wait until it's obvious. Don't wait until it's apparent to do it. You're never going to make any money waiting for it to be obvious, waiting for it to be apparent. You're going to make money if you buy it early on, before it pumps. That's when you're going to make money. So, trade ICP for Caspa. Too many ICP bag holders waiting for it to dump. Caspa's a good setup, bro. Like, it really is. I really believe it's going to do good. So if you're holding Caspa, you've got the right mindset there, and you've got a really good setup. So just keep holding on to that thing. It's going to do good. So yeah, but anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. This stuff does take time to learn, and you guys got to put your energy into learning the charts, and you got to be willing to make some mistakes along the way. But if you do learn this stuff, you can get rich in these markets. I've helped multiple people make millions of dollars in crypto. That can be you too. And if you want to learn this stuff, apply for the mastermind program below. You guys can print money in these markets and change your life forever. I love you. I appreciate you. And as always, stay profitable out there.